Right, hello everyone. I am back here again today. And I think I'm gonna do more of the comic. I was debating on if I should do some of like my animation today or do more of the comic. And I just feel like doing the comic. I haven't done it in a hot minute. Well, I have done it like for the past couple days, but you know, I don't know why I decided to spend some time making a thumbnail for this if I was going to make a vertical stream. What's up, Maddie Drew? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Right now, I'm redoing some of this. I'm making... Oh, my nose. Goodness gracious. Sorry about that. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I was saying that, that right now I'm actually doing more of this. I'm actually going to go to cables board. Alright. Right now I'm gonna make like the biggest scene of this comic book. I don't know about the comic book, but like the most impactful event of the comic, I should say. Because as you can see with the shadow here, that this Mantid is coming after them. Sorry? I feel like it would make more sense if I add like shadow to them too. But yeah, this is gonna be like a important scene in the comic. Alright, so let's see. Let's actually make this black again. And connect this. Because I was... Sup, Ape Green, welcome to the stream. Alright, it's nice to see a bunch of folk here today. That's nice. Alright, so I was actually thinking about like putting the cheek up to here. So let's actually see how that would work. I am doing great today, Ape Green. How are you? Like, I was checking the weather, and I am amazed how warm it is for winter. Like, they say winter doesn't begin until the end of December, which I find to be BS, but I'm just amazed by that. Because, like, apparently today, at least in my area, it was like 70 degrees, which is surprising. I actually like the cheek there, so I think I'm gonna keep it like that, at least for right now. It's actually means that right, that's better. I'm not gonna bother to color in the antenna just yet. Also thinking of starting making my own Pokemon fusions. Watch a lot of vids on it. I'm thinking of making my own, honestly. Sounds cool. I'm not sure if, like, I remember. Oh, 40 people! Goodness gracious! Please like the video, all 40 of you. I'm just joking. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do some of their shadows to see if it looks any good. So let's do this one. We'll go here. Because I think it might look neat with their shadows like all stretched out. I just have to erase it from them and see how that looks. But anyways. But yeah, like with Ben 10, I know it doesn't have anything to do with Pokemon. I'm just saying, like with Ben 10, they had a bunch of toys back in the day that had to do with like Ben 10 fusions, where there was like fusions of like all of these Ben 10 characters, and I had like so much of those fusions, and it was so much fun playing with them at the time. I just don't know if that was like part of the legitimate show or not. Because I remember with Ben 10, there was one episode where Ben was sick and it combined like two of the aliens together. But that wasn't exactly what I was talking about. Like, I meant like a whole entire series like that. But yeah, there was like a whole toy section of that, and I think that was pretty cool. I used to play it all the time when I was young. Yeah, those were the days. But yeah, if Pokemon Fusion is sup Marco, welcome to the stream. So sorry that I didn't say that immediately. Would you be interested to see me do that? Not professional though. I think that'd be cool. Like with Ben 10, there was all kinds of these cool fusions. And let me see, like, how does that shadow look to you? I'm thinking maybe I should just let the Mantis have its own shadow. Or I could just go ahead and have the shadow be kind of like that for all of them. Oh, my throat. Well, let's just see how it looks anyways. See how it is. But yeah, like, if it's the way that I think it is, I think that would look pretty cool. Because, like, you imagine, like, Pikachu, but, like, in, like, some kind of, like, what's the name of... I think his name is Flazard or Charizard. But, like, imagine, like, him, Pikachu fusing with, like, Charizard. And, like, Pikachu has both lightning and fire powers. Because that was how it worked with Ben 10. And I think it would be so cool if it worked that way for the Pokemon as well. For, like, the Pokemon fusions as well. At least I think that would be pretty cool. Like fire and electricity, or what if he fused with Squirtle though? That would be pretty neat too, because like water in real life, it kind of amplifies electricity in a way. Amplify isn't the correct word, but like I want to say conduct, but it does amplify it though. But yeah, I feel like Pikachu combined with water, fused with a water Pokemon, will just make him that much more powerful. At least in my opinion. Alright, so we got their shadow here. Alright, so that's good like that. Let's also add this and this to that. For Pokemon Fusions, I was gonna do ones that go well together in designing it wise. Oh, that's cool. Like, I'm just gonna do a little sketch of like my idea for one. It's just gonna be like from my memory. I just wanted to like show it to you. So like what I'm thinking of is like let me just change it to tree quickly. So what I'm thinking of is basically would be a Pikachu that's kind of like this. Have the same like Pikachu ears and stuff. Pikachu with eyes, but like it has like the Squirtle nose. Draw me. I cannot draw humans, I'm sorry. So basically it has that, but it has like the shell of the Squirtle. So basically, this is just from memory. So basically it has that shell, the regular Pikachu tail. And it has like the powers of each. Just as a hatch mount sitting. Alright. Alright, so let's just add a mount and add a hat. And then disarm sitting. Since you asked. But yeah, it's just a little sketch here. Squirtachu? Yeah, that could work. But maybe it could have like an entirely different name. Like I think like when Ben 10 had the code in his fusion episode, like he called like Heat Blast, he called it like Frozone or Froze Blast, which is pretty neat. That's just a little sketch. Anyways, let me just go ahead and delete that. By the way, I also made a little sketch 2 streams ago. This is it. Yeah, it's odd. But yeah. We're in a bikini. Alright, so let's actually fuse these together. And by fuse, I mean blur. So let's go ahead and do that here. So, gotta carefully weave this around this. Just to make sure it looks good. Let's go to blur, 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 blur. Where's blur? And there it is, Gaussian. Alright, so let's move this to about here so it can be seen too. Yeah, I think maybe like their shadows looking like that could help like see that, oh shoot, there's a mantis right beside them and it's about to like attack and kill them. Yeah, that could work. And let's actually erase, let's make this to 7 so it's easier. I honestly did not think that would blur it that much, but yeah, guess it did. So maybe Electric Ocean or something? Yeah, that could work. But like, I think my favorite fusion of Ben 10, even though it was the most useless one, was Forearms fused with Stinkfly. And Stinkfly, he's like a fly, and Forearms is like this super strong Hulk-like alien, but with 4 arms. And yeah, I think that looks good like that. Just want to add some clouds to it. So let's head on over to Sky Stuff. What did I do? Okay, there it is. Then I'm just gonna like try to draw the clouds from the bottom. Alright, so. But yeah, that could like be pretty cool. I think I'm going to add like just a bunch of these dark ones here. Actually, no, that's a better idea. All right, let me just go ahead and copy this part. Because I feel like it would work like really good like so. And then I could just fill it in on my own in a bit. Oh my. Yeah, but one thing that I've been rewatching recently is games from gameplay of a 10 called Life is Strange. It's a pretty good little game. Excuse me. I think it's like a Telltale game based on how it works. You know, choose your own adventure. It like telling most of what happens in the story. Stuff like that, you know? But yeah, that's basically what it is with that. This specific one, with Life is Strange, is about this girl who finds out that she actually has the power to rewind time. And yeah, so she has this power. She uses it to save the life of her best friend Chloe. This girl Chloe, my goodness, she is so accident prone. She died like 6 times, and that's before the whole like final event of the game. But yeah, that's just crazy what happened to her. But yeah, she's there solving all of this murder and stuff. It's just this wacky, crazy game. And it's kind of like grounded in reality because I can completely buy something like that happening in real life. Because there was this creep that was going around drugging folk. And then he took pictures of them while they were unconscious and killed them to death. And then like one of the best friends of the main character ended up dying, which is unfortunate. But this happened off screen, to my knowledge. It was another game that expanded the relationship between those two. No. Oh, let me try something like that. More moments. But yeah, it's basically the stuff that they did was to help save the lives of various people, and then at the end she found out somehow her saving the lives of people ended up making a tornado. How that happened, I don't know. They say a butterfly can make a tornado happen far away. Like if a butterfly flaps its wings in Canada, in Hawaii, a tornado happens. I don't know how they came to this conclusion. But there would have been so many tornadoes happening during migration season. But I digress. I think I've only heard about that game. I never watched anything on it. Well, if you ever get curious and want to watch stuff on it, I recommend this YouTuber called Daffy Games. He has like a funny gameplay like on it. But like he jokes about everything. So if you want like a more serious reaction to it, I think maybe the Rad Brad, he covers everything. The Rad. And so he would do stuff more seriously. So you could probably get like a nice gameplay footage from him. He does commentary and everything too. So yeah, if you ever get curious about that Life is Strange game, I suggest you check out one of them because it's really good. It's a pretty good game. It has a nice little story to it too. And it's not really a puzzle game like the Outer Wilds, so I feel like a lot more people could get into it. What the F? How's the line that straight? Alright, anyways. So I'll accept the guy play Life is Strange. I'll watch his gameplay on it. Alright. So let's see. This cloud looks a bit too thick. Okay, I think Jacksepticeye may have done some gameplay of the Outer Wilds as well, so you could probably check that out too. All right, so let's see. How does that look? Not quite there just yet. That's better. So let's lower it down to about here. But yeah, clouds are simultaneously easy to do and clean to do. Because they can just be fairly difficult. Usually when I watch YouTubers that I watch since it's hard for me to get into newer YouTubers. Top favorite right now are Nate Wants to Battle, Dookie Said, Markiplier, and Jacksepticeye. I used to watch like Jacksepticeye, but I'm not really much of a fan of his anymore. But I do like the rest of those. Well, not too much Dookie Said, just like whatever he does with Nate Wants to Battle. That seems interesting to me. But I am into a bunch of YouTubers. I'm always looking for more because you never know what you're gonna find. But yeah, my favorite YouTuber of all time is Dashy Games. He's just so funny. There's also what did they call him? Pretty cool one that's like relatively new is Becca Bites. She's awesome. There's like so many of these other YouTubers too. It's just pretty neat. Let's actually have the outline stretched to about here. And yeah, there's so many other YouTubers too. Some I go to for the news, like Philip DeFranco, as well as like some actual news channels, but I also get it from like some other sources too. There was also so many like other stuff too, like gaming news. What do they call it? Tech Links. I don't think that's the name of the channel though, but that's the name of the series that I watch from that channel. Not too certain though. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, that cloud is good enough. You can check out Dookie's Call Up channel. So funny. Yeah. So we got all of the right here for this one here. I think I'm gonna just quickly do the rest of this here. Because honestly, I left her eyes like that and it started to freak me out a little bit. So let's fix that. And all better. I also need to like have a unified symbol of like how I want these characters to look, because they look so different from how they're supposed to. And like, it's not even how they're supposed to. It's just like they look different from how they look, which is just odd. So I think that should be fine like that. Let's also add like another arm here. Hear the beep. Don't know where that could be from, but hopefully it's right. So let's actually fill in this part too. I'm thinking is like, should I like do each panel, or should I do like focus on one of the other action scenes of the panel? I undo that. But yeah, there's all kinds of like YouTubers out there that I watch. It's pretty neat. Good. Alright, so let's just add in the color to the shirt. So we have all of this right here. Let's just add the skin color to the hand. Let's also add some white to the teeth. Then basically done with this specific panel right here. By the way, Maddie, too, like, didn't you plan on like making a comic too? Like, have you made like much progress with it so far? Because I remember, like, a fun fact about me is like, this wasn't the first comic that I started. The first comic was actually one called Abnormality, which is one that I started like when I actually first started this channel. But I never posted it because I never finished it. I only got through what was it? if I remember correctly, I only got to, I want to say 8 panels, not 8, but yeah, just about 8. It could be either 8 or it could be like 15, but either way, it did not end well, and I was very much unable to draw too good either. I did draw some monsters that was gonna be in it, but I can like always revisit it. Maybe I can make that like a retro comic. Maybe after I'm done with this one. Now that I'll have like more in-depth drawing skills, I can probably do it better, do it justice. And is it just me, or did I like accidentally make her look fat here? Because she looks kind of fat to me. But anyways, because she's not supposed to be like that pregnant. She only just found out. Like in this, they find out that they're pregnant by urinating on frogs. Folks used to do that back in the day, and it was helpful. So these fairies, they still do it. Wow, this here is such a clutter. Alright, so I should probably add that too, but I think it's fine. Excuse me. So let's move that here. I think I'm gonna put this bear in like some kind of sorts video or something. Oh, I cut off the bear's foot. My mistake. But one funny, hilarious movie that was just so horrible. It was. I just had to stop watching it because it was ridiculous. That it was laughable, but I just couldn't really get through it. Was the War of the Worlds movie? I think it came out this year, but apparently they filmed it all the way back in 2020. But the aliens were eating the internet, not there to destroy humans or colonize the planet or anything. They're just eating the internet, and that is the reason why humanity is fallen and being killed. They ate the data on how to fly a plane, and then somehow the plane just fell out of the sky as if people weren't trained to handle that. Just think it's funny. I don't think they would have any nuts on them again, so they'd probably get away with just getting rid of that and just cutting it. But yeah, that's basically that so far. But yeah, like I'm actually amazed that like during a significant portion of this, I actually had some stuff to talk about, which is pretty good. Right, so I'm gonna take a sip of juice. Then I'm gonna do the next panel. It's actually, I think this is in Sky Stuff. Yeah, it is. I don't think I'm gonna need that anymore, but I'm still gonna just move it down here just in case. Let's get rid of that spooky music. Right, so right now I am going to draw a turd. But by turd I mean like a sound effect. Did I miss a 10 up? Everything seems to be in order. Alright, I believe this one was the sister, so I'm gonna have that one be first. And so let's have the bend be at a slight angle. The face that I drew kind of reminds me of that game that I was trying to make a long, long time ago, where you play as a dog and the dog is supposed to save the baby from zombies trying to kill it. I didn't get too far in the game, but I think I can probably recreate it. I think I have some of the assets still. I have to look into it, but shouldn't be that difficult to recreate. I want to make the eyes just slightly wider. Oh, here's an easy solution to this. Alright, so let's do that. Wonder if I should start coloring her in right now. All right. So that's good there. Let's actually have her go kind of like this. I somehow am beginning to find myself falling asleep mildly. So I'll probably end it again quickly. I'm gonna at least try to find a song that maybe feels like less sleep inducing. Oh, there it is. It finally started. By the way, in case you're wondering why her arms are so long, she's a fairy. Fairy's got long front arms, then shorter bottom arms. I should cover. I should come up. I should come upper with a better name for the lower arms. That's what I ought to do. Right, so got all of that there. Let's do. Let's actually color in the hands from now, and let's just do her dress. So that works like that. Let's go ahead and do this. By the way, if there's anything you all are curious about with these fairies and stuff, just let me know. Just had a thought in my head that made me think, like, what if these fairies are like mind readers? I think it was probably just a hallucination due to lack of sleep. I've only, after like 72 hours, I've only managed to sleep 2 hours. So yeah, I'm running on fumes basically. Because, and you may be wondering, hey, Invasion, why are you still going with this live stream anyway? Because I know, as soon as I finish and stop the stream, I will still feel sleepy, but I will remain incapable of falling asleep. So I may as well stay on, and hopefully I can stay in control. Not just have mild pass outs like I've been doing. Sorry about that. I'm an insomniac, but like I'm usually able to function off a couple hours of sleep. But for some reason, I haven't been able to get even that much. But yeah, it's all kinds of craziness. I'm gonna use that somewhat of a smiley face to signify, oh shoot, she is losing her marbles. I don't think I'm gonna use any blue this time. I'm just gonna have it like completely shrink away out of fear. Well, I can see how it looks. So let's see how that looks like that. Personally, I guess maybe it could work. I don't. Alright. Let's just see how that looks there. Yeah, I think it looks better with just the irises. With just the pupils, I mean. Yeah, I've been thinking about like just simplifying it so like the pupils themselves are the blue ones, and I don't have to bother making irises the entire time. I don't know. That would just cut back on drawing time so much, which would be good because this is going to take a while to finish. Anyway, there are all kinds of different mantises. Just so you know. So let's actually do some of that and have this go kind of like this. Right, just one moment, please. Alright, I am back. And since I am able to type in chat right now, if you like, please. And I'll just print it because I always forget to. And pin message. So it looks good like that. Oh no. I did not do the thing correctly. Needed to add this right here. Alright, that's more like it. So I'm thinking about like maybe to avoid the sensors, I can what's the blood type so that it's green coming from them instead of red. But the human characters, there's still gonna be a lot of red blood though, so I don't know if I should even bother with that change. But it's gonna be mostly these guys dying for a while until some of the human characters get killed off. Excuse me. Let's actually move this over a tad. What's up, Miko? Welcome to the stream. I think I remember you from last time. If you're the Miko, I think you are. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Miko. Right now, I am drawing sound effects because this is a comic book, so I have to draw it. So we got that. Let's just see if maybe I can do this. Right, so that looks pretty good. Like that. And so this here is a comic of mine called Fairly Destitute. Right now, they are about to be attacked by a praying mantis, and it is gonna go very badly for them. So that looks good so far. And let's just go to the background because so that's that. I think I'm going to just delete these two for now. Alright, so let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, I was in the background. Right. Let's at least see how that would look. Oh, there's this line here. I don't know where it goes to. I can't be bothered to fix it right now. Then let's make the rest of this black. Let's get rid of the storyboard to see how that would look. A bit too black. Let's make it a little bit of red. Just to make it a bit more spooky. Okay, that worked. So many stuff to talk about. None of them are on my mind though. Instead of drawing them, I think I'm gonna draw the mantis. Could probably draw him in buildings to make it a little bit more simple. Yeah, that could work. And let me see, which mount did I want? I was choosing between different mounts earlier. I think that one at the bottom would be the best. Rebuilding people. Alright, let's do it in buildings. Even though this mantis is not a building, let's do it there. Let's get rid of people for now.
I'm so bored. These games are starting to feel like chores. But
I'm trying to figure out like a good
with a new game he found.
mount look for it.
Instead of just one world, I'll have 3 as my playground.
AFK for just 1 minute. I need to check something. Hey, I am back. I'm sure you got that. I may not have figured out the correct mount part to use this yet, but I will prevail. One minute. Okay, there we are. Not too sure how much time I have. But if it's any constellation, I don't feel too sleepy anymore. So I will come back at an inopportune time. Like I said, I don't really do mounts like this too often. Like insectoid mount. But I do want to learn more about how to do these through experimentation, seeing what works and looks the best. I think that looks pretty good. Nice little full frontal of that creature there. The mantis. Yeah, I've been trying to like flesh out another world that I've made called The Cryptic Adventures of Chloe and Caleb, because the humans in this is going to be like the humans in that, but it's going to be completely different because in this, the humans aren't dead. So, got a necky neck right there. Let's do one here, here, here. So right now I'm doing the claw. I'm probably gonna like just do the lines and then I can do the claws separately afterwards. I think that could work just fine. Let's make this guy's arms thicker. No, he's an insect, but doesn't mean it should be that scrawny. And it is back now.
Our might shattered in an instant. The greatest minds of Amphibia bested by a girl so insignificant. It was the demon of nightmares who undid our fate. Now it's time for revenge until every single world cowers in our wake.
I was hoping to reach 8,000 subscribers by next year, but I would not be able to make it. Not now, at least. But hey, that's fine. I'm gonna call it a day. Let's call her in the torso and head at least. Right, that's enough now. If you enjoyed this, like the video, comment down below on your thoughts about it. Until next time, this is Reason signing out. We're signing off.